Philips OnSite AED. As you can see, it comes in this protective case. It's got a nice view window here where you can see the readiness indicator, and this view window actually magnifies that readiness indicator so it's easier to see at a distance. That flashes green every few seconds to let you know that all the internal tests have been successful. Once you pop that open, you'll see the Philips OnSite is set up a little different in that it doesn't have your traditional pads in a separate case. It's kind of built into the unit here. And when you want to turn on the unit, you actually have two different ways to do that with the Philips OnSite. You can either hit the on button right here, or if you like, you can just pull the pull tab, which you'll have to do anyway, and that actually turns on the unit as well. So we'll just demonstrate that here.
Begin by removing all clothing from the patient's chest. Cut clothing if needed.
So I can press and hold that to turn the unit off, resetting it back to a ready condition. But once I take off that protective plastic case, I'll then want to pull those pads open and pull the pads out, and then I can apply them to the patient's chest. As you can see, the shock button is right here. The other nice thing with the Philips unit is that when it does fail a readiness test for whatever reason, this blue information button will begin to flash, and you can press that button and it will tell you the exact source of the failure. The pads themselves, as we talked about, are right here, but if you need to replace the actual pads themselves, on the top, just around the corner of the AED, there's a tab, and we just slide that tab over, and that's going to pop the pad cartridge out. And then
insert pads cartridge.
We'll take this entire pad cartridge out, open up the new set of pads, which comes in a foil case, and then we'll put the new pads in just the same way. The bottom first, click in the top.
Adult pads.
And then it senses that it's ready to go.
In case of emergency, press the green on-off button.
Once I put in the new pads, there's nothing else I need to do. It'll go right back to its readiness status here and begin to blink every few seconds. The battery on the Philips OnSite is actually on the back of the unit, so you actually have to pull the unit out of the case, and you'll see the battery back here. In order to replace this, same thing, we're going to pull this out by pressing down on this tab and pull the battery out, and then I can take a new battery and insert it. Once I do that, it's going to go through what's called the battery insertion test, where the OnSite basically goes through a series of readiness tests that takes about 1 to 2 minutes. So we'll go through that now.
Self-test. In case of emergency, press the green on-off button.
It's going to ask me to verify a couple of buttons.
If the orange button is flashing, press it.
So I'm going to verify the shock button.
Verified.
And now it's going to go through its testing.
Testing.
As I mentioned, this will take about another minute to go through its testing here.
Testing.
So we'll allow it to do that.
Testing.
It also has some strong trauma shears up here in the case.
Testing.
These are designed to cut through any heavy-duty clothing, underwire bras,
Testing.
jeans, anything like that.
Testing. 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 Testing.
When you hear that click, that's the AED actually doing an internal,
Ready for use.
An internal
In case
shock.
of emergency, press the green on-off button.
So the AED has gone through its self-test. We can see the blinking green indicator there. The last thing we'll touch on is the fast response kit that's attached to the AED. When we open this up, we're going to have some things that are going to be helpful for sudden cardiac arrest, including a heavy-duty razor to shave the chest if needed for pad placement. We've got, again, another set of those heavy-duty trauma shears, non-latex gloves for any blood or bodily fluids, a one-way breathing valve mask, and a couple of towelettes. So that kind of gives you an overview of the Philips OnSite.